Alright, welcome to another edition of JTJU Attack Rewind, Episode 9. We're going to take a look at an 1813 Dragoon attack. In this case, we got Nicholas, a max Town Hall 8, hitting another max Town Hall 8. And what makes this one interesting is that he does a little bit of masterclass sniping. He doesn't just go after the ADs. No, sir. He uses distract and uses less for the ADs and sprinkles the others around the edge. So we'll take a look at that. But first, a head nod to our band. Letters to Cleo with lead singer Kay Hanley out of Boston and Here and Now. Why? Because she's hot and old like me. What else do you need to know? Let's get to the attack. Alright, first question I want to ask with any base on an 813 is, do the ADs have enough separation? In this case, they definitely do, and no two are on the edge, so you wouldn't go with a Dragoon Snipe. So I think the 813 is a good call here. I'm going to give it a green. Alright, next question is which AD to blow? And you can see Nicholas is going after the AD there at 1130. And I can't really argue with that. If you look at the remaining two, the one at 430 is a little harder to get. Notice how the pathing goes from cannon to archer tower, then to the AD, but the one from 830 is actually a pretty clean flight. You come right in from the gold store and it'll hit the cannon there and then flip over to the AD, so two hop. I'll give it a green. And as I mentioned before, the better attack point in my opinion would be from 430 because it's a harder one to get to, and sure enough, Nicholas is coming from there. It's a green. Alright, next up, the cuts, they look pretty good actually. He's going to use the slide technique, moving from that archer tower to the cannon, then in from there to get that first AD. So pretty nicely done. Get him a green. But notice this is where he goes off book. He only deploys 4 of his 8 loons that are in his army camps. Usually we deploy all 8 against that AD. And it's because he's got an understanding of how many it's going to take to get that AD down, and he'd rather instead use those to snipe those backside archer towers you see there from 12 to 9. I'm going to give him a yellow though because he released a little early with the 4. He did deploy from 330, and then that balloon he deployed at 9 was underpowered. He needed 2 there. Anytime you're traveling from range at an archer tower, it needs at least 2 balloons if it's going to lock onto it. Last thing to look at is the distract, then followed by a snipe, and I got 2 things to show you here. Notice the balloon at 9, if we would use the king there, it would have flown in without being hammered, so I question why not the king was used. And then 2, look at the dragon at 230. Notice how the archer tower at 1 is firing on it. It's basically distracted. At this point you could drop 1 loon right there and take that archer tower out without any problem. Instead that dragon dies due to way late placement of 3 balloons, which is an excessive amount. Instead, notice now the AD at archer tower at 10 fired up there. You should have dropped another loon right there from 10 right directly against it, and so on. So you can see how the snipe could be more tailored, using less from the camps and then saving them for the backside once the ADs are locked onto high health targets like a dragon or the king. So it's an improved version of the Dragoon 813. Alright guys, that wraps up this edition of Attack Review. Hope it helps you out in your clan wars. If you liked it, give me a like or subscribe on the channel. Tell your friends. Otherwise, if you got time in your hands, check out our other more recent video from a Town Hall 9 Go Wipe Snipe from Agony. It's pretty solid. Or of course, you can always check out our new sub, Ken Halliford. He's got a video of one of his students, I believe, doing a vocal audition. She's pretty good. Mariah's audition. Check it out. Talk to you guys later.